Assalamu alaikum. I am Touhidul Islam. Today I am gonna discuss about some topics on reactive dye. In reactive dye, there are reactive groups that forms covalent bond with the functional group of fibers during dyeing. For those reactive groups, reactive dye is so called. Reactive dyes are anionic in charge, so they can be used for dyeing cellulosic fibers, protein fibers as well as polyamide fibers. Reactive dyes are soluble in water and they are cheaper in costly comparatively. Their light fastness rating is 6, which is good. Perspiration fastness is good, which is 4 to 5. Wash fastness is also good, very good, which is 4 to 5. By analyzing structure of reactive dye, we get W, D, B, R, X. They means from W is water solubilizing group, D is for dye part or chromosome, what is color producer, B for bridging part, it makes connection between W and R. R for reactive group bearing part, it's a heterocyclic ring like benzene ring, etc. And X for reactive group. Thus we got W, D, B, R, X. When we go to classify reactive dye, according to various types, we got various types of reactive dye. Based on halogen groups, reactive dyes are 3 types: triazine dye, pyrimidine dye, quinoxaline dye. When we classify it based on vinyl compound, we get 3 types: vinyl sulfone, vinyl acrylamide, and vinyl sulfonamide. After that, when we classify this on the basis of reactivity, we get 3 types: lower reactive, medium reactive, higher reactive. For lower reactive, its pH is 12 to 12.5. Its example is sodium hydroxide. For medium reactive, its pH is 11 to 12 and sodium bicarbonate is its example. For higher reactive, its pH is 9 to 11 and its example is sodium hydrogen carbonate. When we classify this according to temperature of dyeing of method, we get 3 types: cold brand, medium brand, hot brand. For cold brand, 32 to 60 degrees Celsius temperature is maintained. For medium brand, 60 to 71 degrees Celsius temperature is maintained, and for hot brand, 72 to 93 degrees Celsius temperature is maintained. Now let's know about dye hydrolysis. Under alkaline condition, reactive group is in reactive dye is supposed to be attached with the hydroxyl group of cellulosic through the reaction, but the reactive group of such dyes may react with the water as the increasing temperature, which is simply referred as hydrolysis. Thus, hydrolysis increases the loss of dyes, and about 35 to 40% dyes may go wastage in this case. But we can prevent dihydrolysis. To prevent this, we have many tasks to do: temperature, electrolyte, alkali, and time. For temperature, by controlling temperature, it should not be above 40 degrees Celsius during dissolving. By using large amount of electrolytes for the exhaustion, alkali solution and dye solution should be prepared separately and mixed just before using. Both solutions should not keep for long time after making. Thus, we can prevent dihydrolysis. There are some factors that are affecting dihydrolysis. ml ratio that means material and liquor ratio is one of them. Besides, pH, salt concentration, temperature, dye reactivity, time, these are also some factors. And even type and number of reactive dye is also another factor that can affect dye hydrolysis. So we have to do this very carefully during dyeing with reactive dye. That's all from today. Thank you. Thank you everyone.